Today we're going to be talking about what I think might just be the perfect survival gun duo. How's it going, guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. My name is Chad and this is the Hopeful Homestead. Just got my coffee and my little Yeti here today. Not brewing any out here today. Just thought, hey, I want to go ahead and make a video. I was out here shooting some gun reviews and I thought, you know what, this is an interesting little video to do, so I'll go ahead and do a little coffee talk with my coffee and my Yeti. And while I don't consider myself a full prepper, I do like to think that I like to be prepared. I'm also a reasonable person, so I'm not going to be over preparing or being paranoid, but I do like to have a little bit of a philosophy with my firearms, with the mindset of having some guns that would be useful in the future for long-term survival scenarios. And I've talked a lot on this channel about why I think 22 long rifle is the best cartridge for long-term survival. Go check out those videos if you haven't already. Plenty of reasons to think that, between availability, price for stocking up, size for stocking up. There's a lot of reasons. You can get a myriad of firearms of different formats and different types of single action, lever action, semi-auto, anything, bolt action, all can share the same cartridge. And those firearms tend to be a lot more affordable as well, so you can load up on quite a few of them for redundancy, spare parts and everything. It makes a lot of sense. But today we're talking about gun duos, gun pairings. A lot of us out there in the gun world like to think of guns in pairings. A nice sidearm and a nice rifle that can go together, especially when you're talking about guns that can share ammunition. For me, having a nice revolver or a nice lever gun, when I'm out here on the property, I carry 45 Colt a lot for that. But for long-term survival, I view 22 long rifle as the cartridge for that because of what I've mentioned before. And so for me, you could go one of two directions. I've talked about this in my survival guns video, if you haven't seen that, where I talk about the whole set of survival guns that I have. But when it comes to gun pairings, you can go one of two directions. In my opinion, when it comes to semi-auto, you can't get much better than a Ruger 10/22 and a Ruger Mark IV Target, specifically the Target version. That rifle and pistol combination obviously shares the same 22 long rifle ammunition. Both have magazine capability to have high capacity capability to have a lot of rounds on you at any given time. Both are very reliable. Both have been around for a long time. Both are easy to maintain and clean. Both are very accurate, and they're well made, and they're both pretty affordable as well. So you can stock up on a few of each of these if you'd like. Set this cup of coffee down and show you guys what I'm talking about. The Ruger Mark IV Target Edition. It comes with these bigger wood grips that are nice and contoured, so you can really get a good purchase on that gun. It's drilled and tapped to be able to put different type of scopes or optics on it if you want, but it comes with nice, big, pronounced target sights that are very easy to get good sight picture with. And this has got a very nice trigger. Pretty much almost every component of this is wood or steel, other than maybe the bottom of the mag is plastic, but it's 10 round mags, so that's good, decent capacity for a 22 long rifle pistol. These things are really easy to take apart and clean. You just push this button on the back and it pops up, and the whole barrel assembly comes off with the bolt. You can pull that bolt out and clean it. You can clean all the internals of this real easily, lubricate it up real nicely, and it just assembles back real simply. You slam it down, pull that, and you're ready to load. Well, obviously I don't have anything in here right now, so it doesn't load, but it's a pretty great platform for a pistol. You could keep this thing running for a long time. And if you had multiple of these, because these are not that expensive, they're really well made and heavy duty. I mean, this thing's not going to break if you drop it or bump it or anything, being all wood and steel for the most part. And being that it's a pretty heavy gun for 22 long rifle, there is literally zero recoil with this good sight radius of, I think it's a 6-inch barrel, if I remember correctly. Nice pronounced sights. I can hit targets with this from 100 yards pretty easily, freehand, standing up. And if you're bracing on something, it's short work. It's real easy. So from a sidearm perspective, this is a great option to have, especially being that it's semi-auto, paired with a nice semi-auto rifle, which is where I think the Ruger 10/22 comes into play, because this is legendary. It's been around forever, it seems like, at this point. Right now I've just got the little 10 round drum mag in there to keep things nice and compact. But obviously you can get 25 round, 15 round, 25 round mags from Ruger. You can get the kind that flip around where you get the two-sided 25 on each side, so you can have 50 rounds in one mag, or you can get the big third-party drum mags that, you know, carry 100 rounds. So you could have a lot of options. And this, again, being all wood and steel for the most part with a few pieces of plastic, this is very well made. You can count on it. It's a proven platform that's been around for forever, and Obviously this is drilled and tapped for additional optics and sights as well. I do enjoy just the iron sights on this, the way that this flips down for storage and transport. And if you put a different optic system, you can flip this down and have your iron sights as a backup if something goes wrong with your optic, which is very nice. But you just flip that back up. And these two, a good sight radius on these, nice big pronounced front sight with a gold bead, and the rear sight is a little bit of a buckhorn sight with a little white diamond in the bottom, so it's very easy to get a good sight picture with this and to be able to take aim and get shots on target. This gun is very accurate, being that it's semi-auto. You can put as many rounds on target as you want with no recoil. It has a rubber butt pad, but that's mainly not for recoil management, mainly just to keep it having a good purchase on it with your shoulder. Keeps it gripped to you so you can maneuver with this thing really easily. And being that it's stainless, this thing will handle the elements really well. For me, slinging up a nice semi-auto, if you get good quality 22 long rifle that's more reliable, it runs through this thing no problem. And you'll get a dud round every now and then, but you just pull that back and actuate another round in and you're good to go. And from a semi-auto standpoint in the 22 long rifle world, you can't get much better than those two firearms. Those two guns are going to serve you well long term. They're easy to maintain, easy to clean, easy to keep running. That's all for today's video. Just want to do a quick little video talking about gun pairings and why I think that Ruger Mark IV and Ruger 10/22 are pretty much the perfect gun duo for long-term survival in a 22 long rifle format. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any other gun duos that you think would be better than this. Again, my name is Chad. This is the Hopeful Homestead. And if you feel like sticking around, I've got that survival guns video right here for you to go check out. So go check that out, click on that video, and I'll see you over there in a minute. Thanks for watching, guys.